Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the channel. You might be watching this at night after the Super Bowl or maybe Monday morning after the Super Bowl. So by the time you watch this video, we should know who is the world champion, Bengals or Rams. Anyways, I thought this was a fun video because a story popped up and I got some links about it. I think it even popped up on TMZ. Somebody is selling a rare VHS tape, for $60,000. Before I say what it is, pause the video right here. Go down, if you don't already know, go down to my comment section. Guess what VHS tape is selling for $60,000 and why it's selling for $60,000. And then I'm going to come back and tell you, and then we're going to go over why some of these VHS tapes actually sell for big money. And I don't mean the Black Diamond Disney tapes, because they're not really worth any money. I'm talking about actual rare VHSs and expensive ones that are worth a lot of money. I thought it'd be fun to talk about them and actually go look at the sold prices and see which ones are legitimate versus the Black Diamond Disney and the fake shill-bitted ones. So which VHS is selling for $60,000? Put it down in the comment section, pause the video, and we'll be right back in just 1 second. All right, so it is up behind me. It's an original copy of Star Wars. Who would have guessed, right? The original VHS, the first time you could view it at home, it has the original CBS and Fox watermarks on it. It's over there. I'll take you over and look at it. It's being offered by Golden Auctions, which is a hugely reputable auction house. They do all kinds of celebrity memorabilia and rare items like this. They did a lot of those video game ones that I made videos about, like the $100,000 Super Mario Brothers and all that sort of thing. Why is this VHS worth $60,000? Well, let's go over and take a look and I'll show you why it is and some of the eBay solds of the other videos that are worth a ton of money and why they're actually legitimately worth money and not so much the Black Diamond Disney ones. Sorry to burst your bubble, folks. Okay, so here's the website. Blockbuster sale, Star Wars VHS tape worth $60,000. Goes up for auction. Do you have any vintage treasures hidden at home? Some of you probably do. We had a post in this group not too long ago about somebody who bought like 10,000 VHS tapes. I bet there's some really rare ones in there. I don't know about $60,000 ones, but I bet there's some $600 ones floating around in there. Anyways, it's an unopened copy of the Blockbuster film being offered by Golden Auctions, and the film is attracting the most attention. This is a graded edition 8.0, which means basically the outside box had a little bit of issues, some maybe dents or imperfections, but an 8.0 for graded VHS is pretty good. It's hard to get a 9.0 on pretty much anything. So the tape, which was the first edition, comes with the gray tape head, a first edition stereo only red label, a 1984 sleeve, and a first edition CBS Fox watermark. When the VHS tape was originally sold, it was the first time someone could view the film at home and has become legendary among collectors and film buffs. It fetched $57,600 the first time it came up for auction. So what's crazy is that somebody did sell this for $57,600. Somebody else selling it for $60,000, probably just to get their money back after the auction house takes their couple $1,000s worth of fees. But 1984 was the first time that you could actually watch this at home. So you can see it's got that hi-fi stereo red label, 1984, with the CBS and Fox marks right there on it. So that's pretty cool. There's also a sealed copy of the Star Wars 10-year anniversary trilogy set and trilogy case. It's among the items in the auction that's expected to fetch between $10,000 and $20,000. Why? Because 10-year anniversary would have been, I believe the film came out in 77. So it took them 7 years to get it to VHS, probably because of the technology. So that would have been a 1987 copy, 3 years later that the trilogy came out. They also have copies of Jurassic Park and Conan the Destroyer. So there's the trilogy. They've been rated 9.2, 9.2, and 9.4, which is even better yet. And if you look, they have that original $29.88 5-star collection price tag on them that they're gonna, $90 worth of VHSs that's about to sell for $9,000 or $19,000. The original Star Wars film, starring of course Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, and Carrie Fisher, was released in 1977. The bidding closes on February 24th. And that's why it's worth so much money there. Now let's go over to eBay and take a look at some of the sold VHSs and which ones can be worth a lot of money. Hint, it is in the horror genre. Okay, so we are on my eBay account here on the iPad, and I just went to solds, VHS solds, and sorted by the highest price first. So what's crazy is you can see this VHS Ghostbusters IGS 8.5 double mint highest graded, $14,500 with the best offer. So they probably got, in the $10,000, $12,000 range, maybe a little less. That is legitimate. That I can almost guarantee you is a legitimate sale because it is graded, it is sealed, and Ghostbusters from the 80s, 1984, is just along the lines of that Star Wars. Probably not quite as popular. Obviously, the Star Wars one going for 60,000, this one going for in the 5 digits, low 5 digits, 10,000. Maybe it went for 8, 9, 10. Who knows? But true. We scroll down to this Titanic VHS, and I can assure you that this did not sell for $10,000 because it had a Blockbuster video tag on it. Again, this is fake. You have to start learning how to tell and using common sense. There's a million Titanic VHSs that are worth pennies. A sealed one, from the 1990s is not worth $10,000, guys. But we come down here to the next one, and this is a Rocky VHS 1984 sealed watermark with the red label, 1976. Now, this one isn't graded or in the case. It sold for $10,000 less the best offer. But I would imagine this one's worth at least $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Rocky's a very popular one. These red label, red sealed tape is what is super important to people. This is Akira. I don't know anything about anime, but maybe. So here's another one. One bid, and this is how we can tell that this is fake. This is the rare Walt Disney, the classic Black Diamond VHS tape selling for $10,000. One bid. I promise you guys, these are fake. Not the tapes, the bid. The shill bidding is fake. Nobody paid $10,000 for a little group of VHS tapes for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. Call it 10 even, maybe $1,000 a tape. No. It's fake. It's called a shill bid or money laundering or a troll or somebody just having a laugh or whatever. It's not real, right? So then we come down here to this Top Gun sealed watermark courtesy of Diet Pepsi, $10,000 video, the cassette courtesy of 1 calorie Diet Pepsi. It's pretty cool. Is it worth 10 grand? I don't know. There may not be any more of these. Who knows? This very well could be a 1980s tape that's worth some big dollars. But we go to one that we do know, and I guarantee this is real. 34 bids, $9,100. It is a Beta Raiders of the Lost Ark IGS 7.5 near mint rated in the case from 1983. So it's Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark, and it sold for $9,100. Absolutely positively certain that this is legitimate. So you start with experiencing, learning which ones of these are real and which ones are not. Again, risky business, $8,500. So it's these sealed original 80s marked, graded, all this sort of stuff. We have a VHS of Star Wars. This one, same one you just saw. This is an 8.5, sold for $7,500, best offer. So there's a ton of these original movies that are just worth a lot of money. Now let's look at this one. Let me show you guys this cool thing. So you go to VHS in the horror section, and if you scroll down, you will start finding like this Pumpkinhead sold for $2,500 with 17 bids. I guarantee it's legitimate. You can scroll down to like some of the ones under $1,000, and you can find like a Frankenstein Betamax, 47 bids, $830. This one is rare factory sealed. Some of the horror genre are worth a ton of money. This one is called Scanners. This had 3 bids at $610. It's probably legitimate, starring Jennifer O'Neill, Stephen Lack, and Patrick McGoonahan. 10 seconds the pain begins, 15 seconds you can't breathe, and 20 seconds you explode. That sounds awesome. Bride of Chucky. So if you can find some of these old 1980s horror films, even the used ones, so if you find a brand new one of Scanners that's worth $610, a used one might be worth $100, $200. So I'm not saying VHSs, because it's 1 in 1,000, is worth your time to be sorting through. But if you happen upon, somebody at a garage sale or flea market with a whole stack of these, and you see some horror or you see some old 80s ones, it might be worth comping even the used Rockies and the Ghostbusters. Everyone wants them sealed and closed, but the used one might be worth 30, 40, $50, and they're selling them for, 50 cents at a garage sale. It might be worth taking your second look and just quickly, browsing through them and finding out what is worth there. So here's three that sold for $600. Horror Workout, Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers, and Murder Weapon. Wow. The VHSs that existed in the 80s, is terrifying. Anyways, guys, so I thought that was fun to share with you. Some expensive VHSs, the truth behind what does and doesn't sell, and hopefully this will give you something else to add to your repertoire of bolos. Thanks for watching the video. As always, I appreciate that. Make sure you do check out the description box below. There are links to everything that I support here, everybody that sponsors this channel, including List Perfectly. If you want to cross-list all of your inventory across multiple platforms in minutes and make more money, check out List Perfectly. Use discount code ROCKSTARLP for 30% off your first month, and you will start making more money with the team at List Perfectly. Thank you for them for sponsoring this channel, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.